everyone. Sorry I haven't been on much. I've been doing a lot of stuff here. Today, I am going to show you what I've been doing and what I did. And if you all want to know my name, it's Nicole T. LeVere. But I have 2 kids of my own. One's going to be 16 this year. And that is mine and Christopher Michael Houseworth's daughter. My son, he'll be 10 this year. And that is mine and Cliff's son. What I'm eating for dinner tonight is right here. And I can make this homemade by scratch because my grandmother taught me how to make it homemade. Yes. I've been doing a lot of stuff on my laptop while I'm talking to you on. And a little on my tablet. And on my brand new phone I got 2 new phones. I bought this one right after my birthday. This one came in the mail. And I've been doing a lot of stuff. Day in and day out. I swept the living room, the dining room today. I swept the kitchen. I swept the sunroom and the bathroom. Yesterday, I did the bathroom, the kitchen, like dusting, and in my bedroom. And in the living room, I dusted yesterday. Yesterday after that, I'm saying. All I have to do is sweep the living room, vacuum my bedroom, sweep upstairs in the room. You guys maybe saw that video. Then clean the bathroom upstairs. Yeah, I cleaned my room as well. I organized. You can see some of the stuff. It's not on the couch no more. some of the stuff, it's not over there no more. But the only thing that I need to organize is in that box. I've been organizing my room. And I've been on this laptop I got last year for my birthday. I was 40 that year. Then this year I got a lot of stuff. My sister got me a tablet, but the cover looked like a composition book. It's a tablet on the inside of it. Sorry I have to eat in front of you guys. But the food I'm eating, it's this. I can make this homemade. Yeah, that TV you see right there in this video, that's what I got for Christmas last year of 2018. My sister Annette, Kyle, my brother-in-law Kyle, and my niece Harper. I'm an aunt, and I'm glad I am. She's 1 year old now and walking. Find tools and resources to help you save money and energy at georgiapower.com/save. It's the first that stay with us. They make our hearts race. Our eyes widen. If you want to see a picture of my Christopher Michael Hopper daughter, I can show it to you. Where are you? I got a picture of me and my daughter at Chuck E. Cheese. She is wearing a blue shirt and I'm wearing the red one. That's mine and Christopher Michael Hopper's daughter, where my fingers are. Right at Chuck E. Cheese. She's wearing a blue shirt and I'm wearing a red one. I'm not lying. That's Christopher Michael Hopper's daughter. You can look very closely in her face. That is his daughter. I ain't not lying at all. I'm saying live right on YouTube here. So what is it? It's life insurance. With John Sorry, I have to eat in front of you guys. Yes, in half of the videos I say about my artwork I do with the earrings, the bracelets, the key rings, the belts, rubber band belts, because I'm starting one for myself. But if any of you want one, melted beads, magnets, bag that I designed, any kind of design you like on your bag, I can do it. Tie-dye t-shirts, you name it, I can do it. Even I got my own scrapbook I'm doing right now. It's almost halfway done. Yep. All I have to do is put pictures on it. Yep. Just down the road a couple of days. Here's a look for tomorrow. Morning low, 29 in Atlanta, 42 is the average. Will be 21, however, in Blairsville. So freeze warning in effect for all of us. And then really the impact is for sensitive trees and plants, flowers. Those and of course, if you see on YouTube here, I'm also engaged to 3 men that I haven't took their ring off. 2 of them, I went to the jewelry store and I sat right there until they got done. The other, they didn't have to have it fixed. But I'll show you the proof. But I'm separated by the one that's violent. He been violent to me from relationship until marriage. And that is Joey's father. Clifford Alfred LaVere Jr. But the 3 that I'm engaged to, it's in between what that guy that I just said. Go from the top to the bottom. Christopher Adam Carter. I knew him when I first moved down here in Georgia the first time from Kelly Diversified. The time I went to Kelly Diversified, that's when I met him. And he asked me to marry him in 2 places. And I remember one underneath a bridge where me and Christopher Adam Carter went fishing. And we rode, right? I can show you right on my calendar here. We rode underneath the bridge. And she got engaged under here.
For the next 12 minutes, the driver took officers from 3 departments on a chase, swerving into oncoming traffic and running stoplights.
Then he asked me again, right at his friend's house, Ed Bears. And that's where the ring was. That I polished and I renewed. Then, when the trouble happened with Christopher Adam Carter at Kelly Diversified, for what I wasn't ready for, he almost raped me right there. And I wasn't ready for that part. Then he got in trouble with the boss and went in jail.
Since then, the owner told us that he is just focused on his employees. He's making sure that my employees will take care of us. They just pay them, so they depend on me, so I depend on them.
Then, after that, while he was in jail, that's when Jamie stepped in the picture. The one that said to me when I came back down here, this is what his words were. I have to think, this is Jamie, I have to think of getting remarried again. But I know what you are going through with a divorce. Then I graduated high school. 1997. That's when I graduated. Oconee County High School. I love it. Then after that, for college, Roosevelt Warm Springs Institute. When I went to there, I met another guy, Scott Henley. He was just a friend. Just a friend. And me and him were being like friends, getting to know each other like friends, partying like friends. And then me and him clicked. Then we did a game And I wasn't lying about this game. I done it. I was on the green team. Scott Henley was on the yellow. My team won. God bless our souls. When I was in that team of the green team, I looked on my papers, like always, and I looked, and then I looked at what, like, say this, was on the papers. Sorry to burp. Say this was on the paper. I looked, and then I looked with my corner of my eye. I looked on the paper, then I looked at this, and I was like, I wasn't cheating. I looked on the paper, then I looked at the object that was on the paper. I wasn't cheating. That's why my team won. The green team won and all the other colors lost. And Scott Henley was the one on the yellow team that of the losers. I had fun there. Then, after that game, we won a party with pizza. Then, after that, when we were clicked already, the first time, I met a girlfriend named Marjorie. What did Scott Henley do? Kicked Marjorie in front of me. And that's when I ran to my dorm and cried my eyes out. Turn up the radio. Ignore the knocking of him. And did not want to listen. That's why when I was kicked out of that college, got kicked out of that college because of Scott Henley. Because he went to the principal and told the principal that I was going to hurt myself. And I did not. But when I got kicked out of there, that's when I met my daughter's father. Christopher Michael Housework saw me crying my eyes out right on the bench. Say this was the bench. I would cry my eyes out. All he ever did, gave me his phone number, gave me his address, gave me his father's business card, and a t-shirt, a green t-shirt that said Dart. And I fell in love with him. Because he calmed me down. He said somebody was here trying to calm me down. It won't work. It won't work. Not at all right now. That's why I walk away. But when I was with Christopher Michael Halford, say he was here right now, I was with him. All he did, nicely, and I didn't have to pay. Nicole T. Hoffman, do you want to go to lunch? I will pay. And he did. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. And I'm telling you the honest truth from my heart. That's what he did. And when my mother came, I introduced him to my mother. I said, Mom, this is Christopher Michael Halford. He's the one that calmed me down right on the bench. Then, when Christopher Michael Halford gave me a hug and then gave me a kiss right on the lips. And on the cheek. And this is in his own words. I'm not lying about it. He said to me, Nicole, give me a call or write me. Online, folks started calling Turner a little Bernie Madoff. In court, the state said he imagined his wealth. And when the second college came, that was at Cave Springs. Here in Georgia again, at Cave Springs. I met some people that were deaf and some people that were like me. And the people that were deaf did not know how to do sign language. They came to me. At the second college. Why? Because I knew my name in sign language. And I told them. And I can show you right on live on YouTube. N. At N in sign language. I. C. Or C, yeah, C. O. L. E. I just showed you my name in sign language. And if you guys want to know the song in sign language of the greatest love of all, come to me. I know it. I know the whole words with the sign language. I ain't lying about it. I'm telling you the honest truth. And when I graduated that college, the principal there said, Nicole T. Hoffman, what kind of college, what kind of graduation do you want? And I picked country. With country music. And while I was in that graduation, there was a radio station and a TV station there. What song did I pick? You all have to guess. And I can tell you. Comment me on that if you want to know what the song I picked for my graduation. And I'll tell you. I ain't lying about it. And I know which one I picked, and I will sing it to you based on. And I was a little scared, not much. But when I graduated there, I went back to where I used to live, got myself a duplex, because I moved out of my mom's house. Then, while I moved out of my mom's house, I got myself a duplex that I own, that I've been a landlord to, that I've been a property manager to. That I rent to. I live.
It's been a slow start for the defending champs, who have lost 2 of their first 3 games this year. That crowd of nearly 60,000 will be on hand tonight. And during this tournament over the years, Monterey has dominated MLS competition.
I ain't lying. And then my sister moved in. And while she was living with me for a while, until she went to the sorority house, now it's my sister Annette. The one I told you that I'm an aunt to. I have a niece that's named Harper. Then, after she moved to the sorority house, what did I hear knocking? Like this. What did I hear knocking at the door? It was Christopher Michael Houseworth. His mother, Lena, kicked him out of her house. And I did not want to leave him out in the cold, so I brought him in. And this is no joke. I brought him in, and that's when Carly came into the picture. And while she was inside me, and he did not know it, he wished on her at midnight, and we saw a shooting star. We wished on it. He wished on her, and he asked me to marry him. The one on the top. The one I'm pointing at. That is his. That is Christopher Michael Houseworth ring. And I said yes. I ain't lying. Like I said yes on that one. I ain't lying that I said yes on this one too. Then, while he went into Job Corps, that's when Carly was born, right at my mother's house. And if you saw the video about my daughter, mine and Christopher Michael Houseworth's daughter, how she was born. She was born right at my mother's house. Right upstairs in my old bedroom. Where my dad is now. My dad is now. Just the right moment for the perfect sweetness. There's a reason why our fresh fish is never frozen. And I can tell you the story right now how she was born. We take so much pride in everything we do. And that reason is simple. I said, Mom, I want to go upstairs and take a bath. This is when Carly was inside me already. Then she said, go ahead. And I did. When I made a warm, hot bath with bubbles, got in it, got relaxed, comfortable. Then after that, I got out. What happened? My water broke. Then, after that, when I was drying off, I did not want it to come out again. So I put a towel underneath me. Then I walked downstairs and I said, Mom, my water broke. Mom, my water broke. She did not believe me. She said, Nicole, go back upstairs and lay down. While I went back upstairs, what did I feel? Her head coming out. And I ain't lying. I felt it like, this is how my hands were right underneath me. I felt it. I ain't lying. And then while I was walking up it, she would come out little by little. While I went into my old bedroom, I turned on the TV, watched the baby story. While I watched the baby story, I was laying on the futon. Then it was the baby story TV show was about a single woman, like a single mother, teaching a nurse or a doctor teaching a single mother, like a midwife, how to take a baby out of her own stomach. And I did the same thing right at the house. I laid in the bed, took her out slowly, only a little baby pain, and boom, she came right out. Right there, right then. 8:58 in the morning. Ain't lying. I didn't have time to go in the hospital. She came right home. Right in her grandmother and grandfather's house. Out in the world. And this is what she looked like now. That's her. That's my Anne and Christopher Michael Halford baby girl.
I have some news to share with all of you, and it's in keeping with my longtime policy of being open and transparent with our Jeopardy fan base. Tonight, stunning news from one of the biggest names in television. Jeopardy host Alex Trebek announcing he has staged.
She's 15 now, going on to be 16. While I was going back to what I just said, while I was on the cot, futon, my mom and my sister was panicking. First, it was my sister. She was like, I was like, Mom, Michaelin, Mom, Michaelin. Carly's here.
Just 2 weeks ago, Trebek was on the road promoting the 35th season of the show, and this is the second.
First, my sister came, Michaelin. All she did was like this. She was so surprised. Then, my mom, call the ambulance, call my dad, call my other sister. She was panicking. She was like, all over the place. Called the ambulance. Called my father. Called my other sister Annette. Then, while the ambulance came, what did they let me do? Cut my own cord. Let's bring in our chief medical editor, Dr. Jen Ashton. And Jen, you and I were talking about this before. Pancreatic cancer is what I'm a proud mother now. And there she is. She's the one with the blue shirt. I'm sitting right next to her.
Uncommon cancer, but there are risk factors that we know about that people can take steps to reduce: diabetes, obesity, smoking, family history, certain genetic mutations all increase the risk.
There you go. While we were in the ambulance, they already told me her weight in the ambulance. She was 6 pounds, 6 ounces. She was a normal baby down here in Georgia. Then, after that, while me and her got a room, they let me keep her in my room. Because I was a proud mother, and I was the mother that took her own child out of her own stomach. They didn't put her in the NICU. She was born natural. A natural baby. And I ain't lying about it. Not at all. After that, the doctor came in. Then the doctor said, "Miss Hoffman, what you want to name your baby girl?" I picked out my favorite soap opera, General Hospital, and I figured out all the General Hospital girls that were on there that I watch on TV now. And I picked out Carly. Then, after that, then he said, Miss Hoffman, what do you want to name your baby middle name? I picked out Anne because my great grandmother's name is Anne. My Aunt Anne on my dad's side, and my mom's middle name is Anne. So I put Carly's middle name as Anne. Then, and I'm not lying about this, the doctor said, Miss Hoffman, what you want to name your baby's last name? What did I do? I dialed, like I do on here, on my cell phone. I picked it up, I called Christopher Michael Houseworth right on his old cell phone. And this is what I said to him. Christopher Michael Houseworth, your baby girl that you wish for is here. And the doctor wanted to know what her last name was. And he also wanted to know that you are her father on her birth certificate. That's what I did right on his answer machine, on his old cell phone. He didn't pick up. So I did it again. And I called his mother. I said, Lena Houseworth, tell your son his baby daughter is here. And he wanted to know her last name and that he is the father on her birth certificate. I put it on her answer machine. She didn't answer either on her old cell phone. So that's why her last name is my maiden last name. Carly Ann Hoffman. And going into that section, I'm telling you, while she was born and getting used to things like a little baby until 1 year old. And when we went to the Houseworth family reunion, when she was 1 year old, he was shocked how she was walking. And his mother was shocked. Then, while she was 1 year old, and my mom had to move to New York because she was separated by my father because of their business. They got separated. My father met his second wife while she was when Angela was involved. This is what happened. This is what Angela said to my and Christopher Michael Houseworth's daughter. And I ain't lying about it because I was there. Angela said to my and Christopher Michael Houseworth's daughter, and I'm saying it on live, Carly, throw up off the floor. What did I hear her say? I heard her say it, and I got mad. I was protecting my own daughter, my and Christopher Michael daughter. And I said, Carly, go upstairs, clean up, and get in your pajamas. I didn't hit her. I followed her up there. Almost. Then I said, Angela, why did you say that to mine and Christopher Michael Huckro's daughter? I got mad at her. And I said, hit me, bitch. Hit me. Hit me. She did. But I hit her a lot worse than she hit me. I defend myself. And after that, my father came home. I told him the truth. I said, Dad, your so-called wife told your granddaughter to eat throw up. And she hit me. But Angela turned it around and told him the wrong story and called the cops on me. And I ain't lying about it. I'm telling you the honest truth. That's what happened. Then, the next day, first, when the cops came, I told the cops the truth. The way I said it to my father. Then, Angela and my real dad, turned it around and said the wrong thing. And I did not like it. Then, after that, the next day, I had to work at Kelly Diversified that day. After I got out of Kelly Diversified. Who was driving up in back of me? The cops. I did not go to jail. Nope. I didn't go in the jail cell. They picked me up. They brought me to the police station. All I did was wait in the waiting room where you wait for the prisoners. Wait in the waiting room. Had lunch there. It went from there to Augusta, Georgia Mental Hospital. And I've been there for 8 days. On the 8th day, what did I do? I called my mother, told my mother the whole story, what I just told you. Then, my mother and my father argued and argued and argued. Then, on the 8th day, I came back to down here. Then, what did I have to do? I had to sell my duplex that I had $80,000 from. Gave half of that money to Carly for her college fund, her college bond, and kept half for me. Then I had to get her straightened up. When she was 1 year old, I had to get her straightened up with my father. Me and my father went to the courthouse in Oconee County, and the judge said to me, Nicole T. Hoffman, when you get a place to live and a job, Carly can move with you. Then she went to my father and she told my father that, and I ain't lying about it, Mr. Hoffman, you're only taking care of Nicole's daughter. You cannot do anything else. And I'm not lying. I'm telling you the honest truth from my heart. Then after that, half of my stuff that was in that duplex was on my dad's truck. Brought me all the way up to New York to my mother, right on Bly Road. And that's where I was living. Bly Road, Scotia, New York. Then the ARC stepped in, gave me a job up there, Pine Ridge, then gave me a place to live. And I know the address right off that. 1049 Park Ridge Road. Then, after that, while I was living there, what happened? A gas leak went from upstairs apartment to downstairs in my kitchen. Then, while I was working for Pine Ridge, I met a guy friend named Doug Forney. Then after that, me and Doug Forney we were getting along, but not quite like everybody in Georgia. Then that's when the violent man, Clifford Alfred LeVere Jr. stepped in.
Tell your doctor if you've been somewhere fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B or C, or are prone to infections.
You could take your UC treatment in a different direction. Ask your gastroenterologist about Xeljanz.
To the index and police arrest.
Then after that,
A girl's body was found in a popular Southern California trail believed to be between 8 and 13, discovered in a duffel bag east of Los Angeles and Hacienda Heights. Authorities releasing this sketch.
then after that,
Identifying her. There was new video tonight showing the final moments before that deadly Amazon cargo plane
when
crashed in the 767.
he stepped in, say this was his ring right here, but really not.
At least 18
This is how he did it.
An officer saved in Fort Dodge, Iowa tonight.
I'm not taking it all the way off, but I'm going to show you. He did it with my mom's engagement ring. But this is how he did it. Watch my hand. He forced me right at Pine Ridge to marry him. He forced the ring really hard, where my whole ring finger was black and blue. Forced it. And he said to me, Nicole, will you marry me? I said no. The first time. Because I knew the two that were up in Georgia, or down in Georgia. I said no the first time. Then he asked me again and forced it really, really, really hard that time. He said, Nicole, in a rude way, Nicole, will you marry me?
And suddenly stopped eating. Then we found fresh bread. Now Rudy's 13 and going on 3.
What did I say? Second time. I shake my head this time. Because he was forcing it. And I didn't want to take it that much.
In just days, you could win $7,000 a week for life from Publishers Clearinghouse. I'm speechless. Just go to pch.com and enter now.
Then,
April 26th,
then,
$7,000 a week for life.
after all that happened, that's when all the violence came into the picture. He hit my head 3 times on the floor. Then he threw me against the fish tank and made me break it. Threw me on the broken glass. Then hit me with the frying pan really hot. Then that's when Joseph Richard LeVere stepped in. Mine and Cliff's son.
This is Charlie, not coffee, because he took Delson 12 hours. And this is Charlie's.
And Joey was inside me.
Delson 12 hours. Nothing lasts longer for powerful coffee.
Then after that, while that happened,
Show me used trucks with great deals.
at 655 Liberty Street, Joey was born right there. Then he wasn't born at the house, but he was born in the hospital. This is how it happened. After I was like, Cliff, get me to the hospital now. Cliff, wake up. He didn't want to wake up. So, me, on the other hand, slid off the bed, crawled myself to to the couch right at 655 Liberty Street, Schenectady, New York. That where we were living. And I said, Clip, call my mother. Clip, call my mother. First he did, then my mom picked up, told Clip to call the ambulance. Then he called ARC. Then he called my doctor. And I could not get on the stretcher either. They had to layer it so I can get on it. Then, after that, they rushed me right straight to the hospital. In the emergency room. After that, while I was in that room, the nurse popped my water right into her face. Then after that, I was 7 centimeters. Joey couldn't fit inside me. Come out of my you know what. Then after that, I had to have the C-section. I was 7 centimeters and I had to have the C-section then. Then after that, with that C-section, I had to pick Cliff over his older sister, Kim. And what did I pick? Cliff more than Kim. But Kim knocked him out and she went. And I did not want her to do it. I wanted the father of the baby there. Not the stupid aunt of my sister-in-law. I did not want Kim in it. But she did anyway. While Joey was inside me. When Joey was coming out of me. When they cut me. They said, what do you want to name your baby boy? And I picked this name because of Cliff's mother had a baby that was sick, a baby that was dead. So, and it was a baby boy. And I picked that the name that the dead baby of Cliff's mother's little boy. And while I picked that name, it was Joseph Richard LaVere. Then he was 11 pounds, 5 ounces. And he was a disability baby because 2 reasons. And we did a fun at Ronald McDonald House because of Joey, because of his surgery with his head. The good brain went into the bad brain. The bad brain went into the good. They switched the brains around. Then, like I was when I was little, his feet was like this.
I also thought that on some level we were watching someone who was really needed help and needed help right away.
And they had to fix that too. So me and Cliff did a little fundraising with Ronald McDonald House with bottle caps on the cans and gave it to Ronald McDonald's house so he can have that surgery.
I didn't see any point in both of us overreacting.
R. Kelly became so emotional, he'll briefly pause the interview. Why would I hold all these women? In an exclusive clip that airs
Then,
tomorrow on CBS,
after that,
they'll ask if the performer has a kind
while I was in the hospital with him,
There's a Robert and there's a R. Kelly.
stupid sister-in-law did a stupid thing and did, with the paperwork of Joe, I did not know she did it, but I think one of her friends helped her, and I did not know it. Then, after that, Child Protective came in. What did I do? I protected my own son. And I told it to Cliff too. I said, Cliff, we need a lawyer because of what your sister did.
I think he's disappointed that, people have turned their backs on him. He intends to
And my mom and my grandmother wanted to see Joey that time.
As of right now, R. Kelly is in custody. We will continue to update this developing story. It is this is a wild one.
That was a while.
Kudos to Gail. She did a heck
Yeah, she sure did. All right. Well,
And when my stupid sister-in-law brought me back home, I did not have my son with me in my arms, and it made me mad.
all the time now. Yeah. We know we had a lot of fun getting back together. We just want it to be something good. We want it to be stuff that when people
Then she went back to the hospital, picked up Joey, and brought him to her house, and it made me even very worried and very mad at her. Thanks to my mother and my grandmother giving me a lawyer to have her in trouble. And I was fighting for my kid.
We will watch Fred doing what he does best, helping Archie. It is dedicated to Luke, as all episodes will be for the rest of our run.
it's gonna take you a minute to pick up the pieces. You just have to keep fighting.
Luke was worth a reported $10 million. It's a fortune he made over 3 decades of work. Besides 90210.
And I ain't lying about it. I'm telling you the honest truth. That's what happened. And while we were in the courtroom, me as a good mother, Cliff as a good father, but Kim, not a good aunt.
Well, last night it was announced that Luke's 21-year-old son Jack pulled out of a wrestling event scheduled for next week. Today he posted this screenshot on Instagram and wrote, "It was a lot of things to a lot of people. To me, it was always Dad. My heart."
Because I did not like him from the first start when I first met her. And I still don't.
All right, let's move on and talk about the star-studded celebration for the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin.
Oh, so much R-E-S-P-E-C-T in that auditorium. The performances were fire. I was backstage where you could not only hear the
And I still don't because I want my kid back and I want him back in my arms. I do not want him around no other people. And I'm still fighting for my kids, even Carly. Because of my dad.
Do you remember the first song that stuck with you right here?
John Legend did it tonight, and I sat in the back with my eyes closed, bridge over troubled water.
What did you pick and why did you pick it? I think Say a Little Prayer is one of my favorites.
And I ain't lying about it. I'm still fighting for my kids. And while I was in all that drama, and when the violence happened, I didn't like it. And then when the violence did happen, back and forth, while I was in that violence with Cliff, and I'm not lying about it, say these were the papers of the police reports of the violence. Say that. I have way too many police reports on Clifford Alfred LeVere Jr. while I was in that violence. I snuck out, went to a criminal counselor at the YWCA. Then that counselor taught me how to fight with self-defense. And I didn't tell you the other two violence he did while I was married to Cliff. At 417 Duane Ave. Cliff wanted to do something to me really badly. And what did he do? I got this card to prove it. Right here. Right on this arm right here where my finger is. He cut my arm. Then, after that, and after all the violence he put me through, and then all the bullshit, he did a little boo-boo and introduced me to Richard Glenn Samilovich. And I got used to Richard, got to know Richard, like friends. Then, while Cliff was sleeping and I couldn't sleep, I had to go to the bathroom at 417 Duane Ave.
She was completely terrified to go on tour, and now, quote, I carry very quick clot army grade bandage dressing, which is for gunshot or stab wounds.
That's when he cut that arm. What I just showed you. Then,
30 life lessons learned before 30. One of the biggest in times of
while Richard was
your squads would learn that.
staying with us for a while,
It's like kind of like this alliance that is the best kind of friendship you could have.
that's when me and him clicked.
So where the hate come from? Taylor doesn't mention Kimye by name, but
Stay with me, Cliff, for a while at 417 Duane Ave. He was sleeping on the chair downstairs. I was sleeping upstairs in one bed. Cliff was sleeping in another. Because the violence Cliff put me through, I was sleeping in another room because of it. Then, after that, after all the violence, I snuck down, went to the bathroom, saw Richard, got on top of Richard, and got closer and closer to him. Then after that, kissed him all over, got used to him. Because I did not want to be in that violence no more with Cliff.
We turn vacant buildings into thriving businesses. We fight for property owner rights. We believe owning a home is part of the American dream.
Then after that,
That's who we are.
while Cliff went to work, I stayed home because of that
I've been saying I'm fine.
thing right there.
Really, I'm struggling to keep up this brave face. To hide my symptoms.
And I wasn't feeling good that day.
I'm taking my antidepressant like we discussed. But I'm still feeling depressed.
Richard came over.
It's not just you. 2 out of 3 people on that
Richard came
may still experience symptoms.
from his work
Antidepressant
to the house where he was staying,
symptoms of depression.
417 Duane Ave.
Current antidepressant and help build on the progress I've made.
He told me his feelings. I told him mine.
Rexulti is not for everyone.
And we got even closer.
Changes in behavior, worsening depression, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in those 24 and younger. Elderly
Then after that,
Rexulti have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion to address a possible life-threatening condition.
we got even closer and closer. And Cliff did not know. Because I did not want to tell him.
Increased cholesterol, weight gain, unusual urges or compulsive behaviors, decreased white blood cells, which can be serious, dizziness on standing, seizures,
And then after that,
judgmental motor skills.
Now I'm glad I talked to my doctor about adding Rexall.
I've been going around Richard
For your first result,
more than I've been around Cliff.
this morning, Fred, Linda, Mark, and Brian prepare you for the day ahead with Triple T Traffic live reports.
Going to meet up with Richard.
Plan your day.
Going to do things with Richard.
4:30 to 7.
Our local hospitals are the backbone of our community. From delivering babies to treating cancer to the emergency.
Then,
Always open, serving all Georgians, whether they can pay.
while I was doing all that,
Here's one of Briggs' system, taking
I had sex with him. Right at 417 Duane Ave, right on the floor.
And those who can't pay. It's great for the profiteers, but it bankrupts our community hospitals. Tell your legislator, don't kill Georgia's local hospitals. Learn more at SaveGeorgiaHealthcare.com.
At Delta Community Credit Union, we're here for one reason.
Then after that,
For more than 75 years, we've provided members exceptional care and value. If you're not banking with us today, we encourage you to visit one of our 27 branches or go online at Delta Community.
I've been going to some of Richard's friends that some of them he called sister. Others was just a friend of his. Living in their house with him. because of Cliff. I did not want to be around him. I did not want to be near him. Because all the violence he put me through.
The inside has been totally gutted. New slabs poured, studs put up. One of Maureen's jobs, that famous staircase.
Then after that,
That was iconic. The pressure is on.
while I was with Richard, I was out on the street.
Right. And especially the Brady house, because every person in America, they think this house is their house, and it really is.
Then after that, at 33 Hogginson Street, I didn't want my stuff to get stolen, so I took it out of Duane Ave, put it in storage. Then after that, at 33 Hogginson Street, Richard said I can move in. I moved right in.
To their fans for items matching those in the Brady house.
America, we need your help.
The tree fern that we had to actually took it from a neighbor's house. She gave it to us. We couldn't find it anywhere to buy.
Then after that, when the lady that Richard had that apartment with closed down that building, we had to move out of it and move into a new house, 1707 Albany Street.
Alright, do you want to talk about nostalgia? Madonna's Like a Prayer music video turns 30. And E.T. actually I know. E.T. actually
And that's when I have that key. And I can show you that key right now.
we had our own controversy getting it on.
Our exclusive world premiere of Madonna's brand new video, the song Like a Prayer.
It was this week 30 years ago that E.T. first debuted Like a Prayer. We had no idea what the video's theme would be, only that it was delivered just before the broadcast. Producer Lou Murray screened it first.
I remember snatching the video and running into an edit bay and handing it to the editor. And I started watching it, and we looked at each other, and I went, "Uh-oh, I don't know that we're going to be able to air this." We were all
1707 Albany Street. This is where that key is from.
stayed away from the burning crosses, but we were able to see it, and we knew it was going to be a big story.
It's hard to put into context just how much Madonna backlash followed once the full video was released.
And I ain't lying about it. I still have that key. Because of what the fucking landlord did in that house.
$5 million contract. It may go down
Kicked me out of that house. Because of bed bugs. And they blamed it on me because of it. Not!
They are trying to keep people from seeing it.
It was the ones upstairs that had the bed bugs at 1707 Albany Street,
Well, no risk, no glory.
Schenectady, New York.
She took to Instagram to commemorate the 30th anniversary, saying, quote, made a video that
And they blamed it on me.
because I kissed the black saint and danced in front of burning crosses. Happy birthday to me and controversy.
I don't think so.
And Madonna still loves to make a splash these days. All right, well, speaking of Madonna, we know that she loves a good beauty trick, but some of her
And while I was living in all those places, I got proof by my mother because of the rent with the checks I had up there. I had my own checks, I had my own savings account, I had my own debit, you name it.
I think Ramona might have had the most work done.
I had it made up there.
The prize for the most work done.
And then when I had to be kicked out of there, I went back to Cliff's house, the violent man, at 417 Duane Ave. Not 417. 1562 Rugby Road. And then I've been living there.
My message to Bethany is, I'm sending you a bottle
Housewives of New York City promises plenty more drama. You should apologize. I know I have a lot of fun.
Then after that, after all the violence happened and all that kind of fucking bullshit, and stupid man alone trying to kick us out of that apartment and blah 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 blah. Good me, did a lot, 4 things. Volunteered for 14 years at Schenectady Neighborhood Watch. 16 years now. 16 years a volunteer for Schenectady Neighborhood Watch. Member of Best Fitness. A member of Faith United Methodist Church. A member and a representative of Avon. I was busy lady.
There's a reason why we do what we do. Why we bake in store. Craft with care. And pick at just the right moment for the perfect sweetness.
Then,
The reason why our fresh fish is never frozen.
after all that happened, after I was being a member and all that, getting used to all that stuff, then the thing happened with Malone kicking us out of 1562 Rugby Road. I saw the accident between Rugby Road and McCullen Street, 3-car crash. I called the cops on that, got everything situated at the Schenectady Neighborhood Watch. Then, after that, after Malone kicking us out of that stupid apartment that the first neighbors up in 3rd floor left cats up there. 2 cats, female and a male. We brought those 2 cats down because Cliff had the other 2 cats. We brought those 2 cats down, got used to the other cats. The female and the male had babies. January the 3rd, they were born. They had 4 babies. 2 males, 2 females. I named them all. And I can name them off right now. Oreo, after the mother. Salt and pepper. Left Eye. And Baby Spice. And while they were born, they were getting used to growing up. I sold 2, and I kept 2. Half of those 2 went to my Aunt Barb's house. Because I couldn't have 8 cats in the house. Stupid Cliff kicked the father out because he was spraying. And I did not want that. Then, when the fucking Malone brought the second tenant up on the third floor. We had to clean that floor. Me and Cliff did it. Thanks to us, we cleaned it with rubber gloves because it was yucky up there. Then, after we did all that, the new tenant came in. Cliff, the new tenant, saw a bat, and Cliff killed it. I don't like bats.
Want to stay a little bit longer? Travelocity is there for you. Not right in the room, that'd be awkward. But you know, online, on the phone, when you realize you want to extend your stay.
Then, after that, that's when me and Cliff almost got homeless, but we didn't, thanks to my mother. She brought us to a hotel for like 10 days because of what Madelon did. And the SSI people up there said that we could live still there because we had the keys. And then the fucking Madelon people took us to court, and now when we were kicked out of there, the fucking people upstairs on the third floor did not know we were sneaking in because we had the key. Then we had to clean up the fucking house and get everything in storage because of fucking Madelon. Wanted us to do that. Then, while we were kicked out of there, the cops didn't take us to jail. They took us to the other Price Chopper on Altamont Ave. And we were walking around there. And then, after that, while we were walking around and a bad storm came, we were in a restaurant when that came. Thanks to us, we were safe. Then, after that, we were walking around a little bit more. We went to Dunkin' Donuts, had coffee, had breakfast, because we had money on us. One of the Dunkin' Donuts ladies, mother, gave us food. We didn't go hungry. Then after that, Cliff called his father back up and said, "Dad, please let us stay with you." I called my mother. She didn't pick up, so Cliff called his dad, and he picked up, and he came and got us. And that's where we were staying until my two sisters and my cousin was trying to get a hold of me, and they couldn't because my phone wasn't working and it was dead that time. I had to charge it. Then, after that, that's when I came down here. First, I went to my cousin Brian's mother's house, my aunt's house, stayed with them for a couple days, called my mother, told my mother where I was, then went right straight to my cousin Brian said, "Nicole, you want to go for a little vacation down here in Georgia?" And I said, "Yes." And I came down here to visit my and Christopher Michael Houseworth's daughter and to be on vacation. What did I got told by my real father? Third wife. Kim, his third wife, told me how it happened that my two sisters and my father did a group talk to get me to move down here. And that was the day Kim took me to Michael's and got everything that I like of doing art. And I've been down here ever since. From the old apartment at 200 Crane Drive to this apartment where my sister moved out of. And my brother-in-law and now I'm in it with my brother-in-law. My bedroom's downstairs. His bedroom's upstairs. And I've been here ever since. From September 2017, September, October, November, December of 2017, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December of 2018, January, February, March of 2019. And I'm still here. And I ain't lying about it. I've been there ever since. I've been here ever since. And here's my bedroom you're looking at right now. Mm-hmm. That's my bedroom. And I'm not lying about it. And while I was down here, who came in back into the picture was Jamie Carlton. He knew me. He came back in the picture when I was living at 200 Crane Drive, apartment 47, Athens, Georgia. And then from there, I got kicked out, and I moved over here. In my sister's old apartment. And I'm her older sister. My sister Michael. And I turned 41. I turned 40 in 2018 of January. Then this year, in January of 2019, I turned 41. And here I'm still here.
All new never-ending stuffed pasta starting at $12.99. Your favorite stuffed pasta, sauce, and topping. It's all never-ending. All new never-ending stuffed pastas, only for a limited time at Olive Garden.
And if you want to talk, talk. And I'm not lying about it. Somebody said that I had a double jointed thumb. I don't know why it's doing that.
It's an age-old idol story. A child with a dream to sing, to perform. They honed their craft as the years pass by, determined to one day end up at
One thumb is different than the other. I don't know why it's doing that.
Logan Johnson. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Boise, Idaho. Growing up,
Compliment.
music was everything to me.
Say something.
It was everything I ever dreamed of. But the path to get there wasn't always easy.
Anything.
I have an older brother.
Comment me. Do something.
I really looked up to.
Facebook me. Instagram me.
Struggling with.
Tweet me.
It was pretty hard for me to live with.
And I will be back in a couple more minutes or two. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye now.
He was doing, and I told myself that I was better than what he was. But the truth of the matter was, I was doing the exact same things